Get ready, because today we're diving into one of the biggest mysteries in Asian entertainment history, a story that has had fandoms buzzing, debating, and even crying for years. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. Two names who, since the legendary drama The Untamed, have become more than just actors. They've become symbols. But behind the scenes, a series of signs, signals, and moments lurk that seem to hint at something deeper, something few know. Are they really married? That question has haunted the internet for years. There's been no official confirmation, no public statement, but that's precisely where the mystery grows. In every look, in every gesture, fans discover something, as if these two hearts are communicating in a language that needs no words. Let's start from the beginning. In 2019, The Untamed exploded into a global phenomenon. Behind the fantasy story of friendship and sacrifice, the chemistry between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan was so strong that many believed what was seen on screen was merely a reflection of something real. From that moment on, the camera was no longer just a recording device. It became a witness to something greater than mere acting. The first, rarely discussed fact. Rumors say that after the drama's promotions ended, Yibo and Xiao Zhan disappeared from public view for nearly 2 weeks. Chinese media at the time simply reported a private vacation, but anonymous sources reported the two were spotted at a villa in Hangzhou. There were no photos, no clear evidence, just a silence that felt oddly like a silent confession. The second fact, more subtle but shocking, the rings. Many fans noticed that since late 2020, both were frequently seen wearing silver rings on their left ring fingers. The designs were slightly different, but the engravings were similar. When interviewed, both simply smiled, then changed the subject. No explanation was given, but to the fandom, that smile spoke louder than 1,000 words. The most mysterious moment occurred at an annual music awards ceremony. Yibo was on stage, Xiao Zhan sitting in the audience. As Yibo accepted his trophy, the camera captured their brief gaze, just 2 seconds, but enough to make the world stop. There was a flash of pride, tenderness, and, well, love. A few days later, a large fan base discovered that the two had posted photos of the night sky at the same time, with nearly identical captions, under the same sky. Was it a coincidence? Or a secret code? In the celebrity world, every detail can be a hidden message. Some observant fans even noticed that in interviews, Yibo frequently used the word sha, little, when talking about someone special, while Xiao Zhan used the word yi, one, to describe an irreplaceable person. Two words that, when combined, form their own names. But the biggest rumor came in 2022, the news of a private ceremony. The rumor began with paparazzi reports that Yibo and Xiao Zhan had attended a private family event in Chengdu. No media was invited, but after the event, a famous stylist wrote on Weibo, "Sometimes, love doesn't need to be witnessed by the world, it just needs to be validated by the heart." The post was deleted just hours later. Others also noted that the rings they wore were from the same jewelry designer often used for high-profile celebrity weddings. When a fan asked about the design, the designer simply wrote, "Custom-made for two people who understand each other even in silence." Again, no names, but everyone knows where the story is going. But it's not just symbols that speak. In the restrictive world of Chinese entertainment, small actions can be a form of defiance. When Yibo wore red to an event, a color traditionally symbolizing marital bliss, many noticed that at the same event, Xiao Zhan also appeared with a small detail of red on his tie. It might have been a coincidence, but to those who paid attention, it was like a silent message. I'm here with you. The fandom was divided. Some believed this story was real, a love that had to be hidden for the sake of careers and social pressures. Others believe it was just fandom legend, a product of a collective imagination too fond of a beautiful story. But whatever the truth, their relationship has become a symbol of sincerity, understanding, and intimacy rare in the entertainment world. Behind the scenes, many of the Untamed's crew members have spoken cryptically about their natural chemistry. One crew member even remarked, "They don't need direction. When the cameras start rolling, the world around them disappears." A line fans still repeat to this day as proof that their relationship isn't just acting. Even more surprising, during a radio interview, an announcer jokingly asked Yibo, if you had to choose one person to live with on a deserted island, who would you choose? Yibo xiquely answered without thinking, Xiao. The room erupted in laughter, but Yibo's gaze remained calm, as if his answer wasn't a joke. Meanwhile, Xiao Zhan is known for rarely speaking about his personal life. But in an interview at the end of 2023, he said something that stunned many. There are people who don't need to be by your side to make you feel safe. Just knowing they're in this world is enough. The statement was accompanied by a small smile, and yes, fans knew who he was referring to. Even their seemingly unrelated schedules often have a hidden pattern. When Yibo was abroad filming a movie, Xiao Zhan would often appear on social media with encouraging messages, as if offering support from afar. And when Yibo returned to China, Xiao Zhan's posts always included the crescent moon symbol, the moon, a sign of a gentle, unseen presence. Was it a secret love? A friendship too beautiful to be misinterpreted? Or perhaps, as some fans have suggested, a spiritual connection? Two souls finding each other in a cruel, spotlight-filled world? Whatever it was, one thing was certain. The two had created something far beyond drama, far beyond rumors. They had created a legend. Another little-known fact is that during difficult times, when one of them was targeted by netizens, the other always appeared with subtle support. Yibo once wore the same red bracelet Xiao Zhan had worn during a major scandal. And a few days later, Xiao Zhan wrote, "Thank you to the person who is always silent but present." The words were enough to move the fandom to tears. Now, after all these years, their story no longer belongs to just two people, but to millions of hearts who believe in the power of true connection. Maybe they never officially announced their marriage, but in fans' eyes, their love was validated long ago by time, togetherness, and silence louder than public confession. And in a world that is so quick to forget, this story endures. Every move, every smile, every song sung on stage, everything becomes part of a bigger puzzle. Are they really married? Only they know. But one thing is clear, love, in whatever form, cannot be hidden forever. So, is Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan's wedding real? Maybe not on paper, but in the hearts of fans, the ceremony was a long time coming, under the same sky, between two souls who understood each other even without words. Because sometimes, true love is not about confession, but about the courage to keep looking after each other, even in silence.